Hi, my name's Harry and welcome to the Back Garden Club. Like you, I'm stuck in my house and garden for the next few weeks and I'm a bit bored with the Xbox and garden football. So my dad has set me a series of tasks and challenges I can do in my back garden using things I can find in and around my house or during my daily exercise walk. My dad really loves wildlife and he's even got a wildlife pond, so all of the tasks he has given me are about wildlife in my back garden. He has also given me this old video camera to record anything on. Let's see how I get on. The first task my dad has set me is to try and identify as many garden birds in one day as I can. There are some things I can use to help me with this. A bird spotter sheet. This is a piece of paper with pictures of garden birds on, and for each bird I see that looks like the picture, I put a tick at the side. I've also borrowed a bird book from my dad to help with identification, but you could use information found on the internet instead. A camera is great to have, so you can take photos of birds that you're not sure of and then take your time to check it in the bird book afterwards. A spot where birds regularly go in your garden. This could be a tree, hedge, bird bath, pond or bird feeder. If you have binoculars, they are great as you can keep a safe distance away from the birds and not scare them off whilst you use your binoculars to zoom in. I'm not going to be using binoculars, so I'll need to get as close as I can to the birds to be able to easily identify them. For this, I'm going to make something called a bird hide or den. This is just a shelter that will hide me from the birds and not scare them away, but will let me get close to them, and this is how I'm going to do it. You can make a hide or den from anything really, but to make mine I collected some old painter's dust sheets from a shed. You could also use old blankets or old bed sheets, some string and some wooden poles, sticks or garden canes. If you haven't got any of these, you could also use garden chairs, tables, sheds, clothesline and props. The design I've picked is a TP design, so I can fold it up and easily move it around the garden. So my first step is to tie the string around the first pole about 10 centimetres from the top like this. Once I've tied my string, all I need to do is thread under and over all the poles about 10 times. This is called tripod lashing. Keeping them really close together. Once you've done that, you should be able to just tie a knot on the end and should just fold open. The next thing to do is just cover it in any materials that you've got. So this is the finished hide. The next thing to do is cut a hole in the front of your hide so you can see the pond. We've picked the pond because lots of birds come here and there's also a big bird feeder next to it. Come inside. As you can see, there's plenty of room for two people to sit up inside. I'm just going to make a little cut here now at my face height. So we've finished our hide. We've put some camouflage on it, as you can see, so it's not too bright for the birds. It will take a little while for them to get used to it, but this is the inside view. Spot on. Right, so we've been here since 6:30. We've managed to spot loads of birds and we're going to have about another 10 minutes and then we're going to go inside for a breakfast. This production is brought to you by Oak Forest School and Discover Dearne.